Hello everyone, it's Adonis Turner for Adonis Power and Conditioning, and I have a gym update video for you guys. First off, I want to apologize for being inconsistent with the YouTube channel. My plan from here on out is to post 4 days a week, one on Saturday, one on Sunday, and Tuesday and Thursday. So Tuesday, Thursdays are going to be more training specific, whether it's nutrition or workouts. And one of them is going to be more motivational, something you can tangibly take from, whether it's like something about like making no excuses, which will be my next video, or staying consistent, or ignoring various noises that are around you so you can keep focus. Everything and all the videos for the next week and so on and so forth leading up into the new year will be based off of helping you progress each and every day towards your goal, whether it's internally or externally. So today what I'm going to go over is a gym update video. So how it's going to work is gym update videos will come out on Sunday, and then it'll be workout or nutrition based on Tuesday, Thursday, and then the motivation will be on Saturday. And then we're going to try that template, and I'll keep you posted when things change. So gym update video for today is I have 4 points I'm going to touch on. I'm going to make this video not long, and for all the videos I'm going to do, I videoed them once. One take is all. Basically, the first 2 weeks of this month haven't been very good. To go into detail about that is in October, November, those 2 months are better than the previous 4 months as far as financial revenue, like if you do the numbers. So we were very happy about the growth there. And then in December, basically things just stopped happening. Really the tail end of November and December, things just stopped happening. Now this is my first December owning the gym, so my assumption is that people are out, doing Black Friday shopping on more toys and electronics and doing things that way as opposed to thinking about their health. That's my assumption. I only have one sample size, so I don't really know entirely for sure, but that would be my guess, that people aren't really thinking about their health until the New Year's resolution push, which I'm trying to do my best to get ready for, since that's coming up in the next 2 weeks. So making adjustments there. So that's the setback for this month. I've also lost a client due to misunderstanding as far as training is concerned, and she just quit on me, and ultimately losing that, obviously income, will be a setback as well, since you plan for someone for a certain amount of time, or they say they're going to do something for a certain amount of time, and then you realize that ultimately you can't make someone want to improve. They have to want it for themselves. So making adjustments to the setbacks is as simple as something like this. If you're planning for a vacation trip and all of a sudden you need new tires in your car, an adjustment to that may be getting overtime, getting a second job so you can get ready for the trip, or postponing the trip, or doing less days at the said trip. So in life, since nothing is that linear and easy, you have to continuously make adjustments. So naturally, I myself have to make adjustments, still trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to do, but I know I need to definitely do something as far as figuring out what I need to do for setbacks. Also, for the first 2 months of December, now granted, October and November were very, very good as far as t-shirt sales, cookbook sales, and personal training. Those were very good months. And this month's not over, so I don't really know. Next week could be a completely different video, but I'm just going based off of the first 2 months. But I have been discouraged because of knocking on doors, either people not just being there, or people basically lying and saying they would come, or they are interested in showing up, or people that will come in and say to my face like, hey, we were going to come tomorrow and sign up, and then just not signing up and blocking my number for whatever reason. And whoever's watching this that wants to start a business, even if it's a gym, you have to understand that it's basically a no until they invest in what you're trying to do, or what they're trying to get out of what you offer. It's basically no until then. If people say like, oh, I'm going to do this, they're a no until they actually make the investment. Psychologically, you start looking, and then me just being real, you start looking down on humanity as a whole when you keep getting lied to for literally no reason. But psychologically, that's the reality of the business. People just say things. I don't know why, but they just do. I know when my wife and I went door knocking, and basically what I do is I knock on doors and I ask people, are you interested in working out anywhere? And I'm like 5 feet away from them. They aren't threatened by any means. Long story short, there's no pressure to say yes. And if you feel pressure to say yes, then you're going to be classified as a liar, and it will find you ultimately. And then then typically you reap what you sow. So, anywho, we get numbers that way. We got like 13 numbers from an apartment complex for people that say like, yes, I'm interested in working out. Now, that verbiage isn't saying like, I'm going to pay, but you're at least interested in seeing the gym, because that's the follow-up question we ask. And then they'll schedule a time and they don't come, or they schedule a time and be like, no, I usually don't hear from them, or they'll block my number, which I typically know based off of voicemail. So long story short, I'm rambling a little bit. That discouragement over time is something that is really, really wearing, and it causes you to lose focus. Like, man, do I really want to do this anymore? Maybe I should just get an easy job to where I can, no matter what, show up and make X amount of dollars per hour, and then I can go home and forget about my job and do it again. But then I realized how much I would hate that, so I show up to work the next day and start knocking on doors. But it is discouraging. There was a 5-day period where I didn't do any doors, which is not a good thing. So I'm fighting that as I make progress in other areas, and it's also affected my training a little bit. My weight loss progress has stalled, and I'm still hovering around the 227 to 230 range, which was only 12 pounds away from my goal. So I totally understand when people, like start their goal and stall, or start their goal and don't quite finish it, because of the fact that it's happening to me right now, and I need to make the necessary adjustments. And I'm putting myself out there because I know me putting myself out there helps me get back to work. So there are some life lessons I got to wrap up this video, this gym update video. This may, looking back on it, may sound like a sad video, but it's not. Things are still moving, but it's not moving at the rate I would like it to. But that's just the way life goes. Nothing is as perfect as it needs to be when you need it to be that way. I did, on a higher note, I did have my third year anniversary a couple days ago, December 15th. I was happy about that, 3 years of marriage. And then we saw a movie. We had some sparkling cider juice that's not non-alcoholic. Like some people do champagne. I don't do alcohol, so that's what we do. So, but yeah, life lessons for me going forward, and something that you can take from it is always understand that you can't give up on what you want to do regardless of how you feel, and you have to show up every single day. So when people say that, or when people grovel to the idea of losing 2 pounds in a day, or 3 pounds in a day, or if they just get caught up in short-term success, then they've already lost. You have to understand that there will be setbacks, and really short-term is anything under a year. If you can achieve it in a month, it's not a big deal. It really isn't. There are some success stories as far as business, and success stories as far as working out, but my point in saying that is if you can achieve it in a month, whatever it is, it probably doesn't mean a whole lot. That's why college education takes 4 years, or having a baby takes 9 months. It's just one of those things that something that has value does not take a short period of time. That's why weight loss goals typically take a pound a week. If it takes 100, unless you're on some sort of steroid or surgery to where you shortcut your way out of it. But it'll take a pound a week. If you need to lose 100 pounds, wrap yourself in the idea that it'll take you 100 weeks. And if that's too slow, then just stay the way you are, because it's going to take long and it's going to be hard work. And I'm someone who works out all the time, and my progress isn't exactly perfect. So someone who isn't as much in this industry as I am, I couldn't imagine how hard it could be. So that's pretty much it, guys. So the moral story is keep pressing forward, keep going for whatever it is, and don't give up. I will continuously make videos on gym updates to let you know how I'm doing, and they're going to be real. They're not going to be like they're basically going to be how I'm feeling. If I'm excited, I'll be excited in the video, so on and so forth. There's not going to be some fake emotion, because I want you to really know exactly what's going on. Because you'll hear some success stories that just aren't legitimate, and I want you guys to see how I progress over time. And I personally want to see myself progress over time as far as video quality, because this is on my iPhone right now. As far as gym quality, as we slowly make additions to the gym, and as myself, as I improve as a person. So that's pretty much it, guys. Stay tuned for the next video. It will be on Tuesday, talking about training. You guys have a good one. Peace.